little later than planned, sorry about that, but here we go. So I hope you like this format. I think it's quite useful to have a video rather than a workbook. And what I want you to do is do one every single day, because this is about cumulative learning. This is how we work differently. Remember, we talked about the brain. You give a little bit so it's under the radar and it doesn't resist the change. And then you go to sleep at night time. The neuroplasticity takes in, wires in that learning a little bit, and then we go to the next day and then we do something else. Exactly the same process. Go to sleep, neuroplasticity kicks in, wires it in a little bit more, next stage. And before you know it, you'll notice a change. Like, wow, I actually feel so different. Happens every time. Cannot fail. So what I want you to do is stand up, right? Shake yourself about, get the energy right through your body. When you finish shaking, takes about a minute, really, really shake, like wake up your whole body, wake up your brain, wake up everything about you. And I want you to say this: we are, your business name, and we are fucking fantastic at what? What are you fantastic at? And we are the best because. Why? Why are you the best? And I want you to say this every morning. This is not one day. This is day one of our business, and we're going to put everything into it and be mega successful. And I think every morning, you can do it together, you can do it apart. I think together would be quite nice, is to get that energy, start your day, because what this is doing to your brain is it's saying, this is what I want. And you're telling it every single day. Okay? And it works. It does work. I know it seems a bit weird, but it does work. And I know it seems a bit American. It's not American. This is brain training. We are redirecting patterns in your brain. Okay, so your task for today, you thought that was your task, but it's not. We are going to go back to starting with the problem. And this is what I want to do, is I want to give you a load of different pitches. So wherever you go, you don't even have to think about it. You just walk in and go, do, 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 and people are inspired by your comment. Okay, so you'll have a toolkit of pitches that you can use. You can blend together and create a longer talk, or you can make them super short, like we did with the 30-second elevator pitch. I don't really like that word, but that's what people call it. So I want you to start off with going, we're walking up and they're going, okay, Lincoln, your time. And you've got a little bit more time on this one. Take a pause, right? And get just a few seconds, just silences everybody's brain. A few seconds. And then look around the room and look at everyone. Make eye contact. Just look around the room and smile. Makes you more friendly. Does work, actually. And then say, you know how. And let's think about the biggest problem someone has that comes to your business. And it's up to you to decide. You need to work on this together. So you say, you know how people hate having their photograph taken. And wait. And look around the room and see if it's landing. If it's not landing, say it in a different way. We've all been there, you know, that, oh God, I'm gonna have my photograph taken. Really don't like it. And then maybe one person that goes, no, I don't mind. Forget about them. They're not your target client. And then build on it and say, well, it's not a problem for us. Because what we do that is different to everybody else, and we love it, we absolutely love it, is we take that millisecond of your brand essence and we blow it up and push it out to the world. Not actually so you can find your clients. No, we're different to everyone else. This is so your clients can find you. And that's where we're really different, because we find when we capture that essence, throw it out to the world, people look at these photographs and go, they're my type of photographers. They're who I want to work with. Such a different approach. And it takes time, it takes expertise, it takes skill, because sometimes we can spend a whole morning getting loads of nice shots, good shots, you can use them on your website, but it's that one tiny little millisecond of a shot that goes. That's going to talk to my ideal client. If you want to call them an ideal client, whatever they are, you might have loads of different ideal clients. And then we go into story. So there's 3 parts. The story is if you've got a bit more time. And if you want to kind of hog a bit of time, you can do that. If people look interested, you could say, would you like to know a story about a particular client who transformed their business by one photograph? Most people are going to go, yeah. So, okay, let me tell you this story. I'm thinking about making something up now. So there was this guy who was in his 40s, total introvert, very, very clever programmer, had this amazing business where he transformed people's businesses by putting CRM systems in. But nobody knew who he was, and they felt he was quite distant. They felt the business was quite distant, and they didn't feel a connection there. So he came to us and he said, look, I need to get my photograph taken, but I hate it and I don't want my photograph taken. And off he went. And we said, that's fine, let's have a chat. So we had a chat, we had a coffee, and he said, why don't we just take some test shots now and then we'll book in a session? And the guy said, oh, that's a great idea, yeah, let's do that. And he said, why don't you just loosen up your clothes, just get comfortable, do you want another coffee? And he went, yeah, that'd be nice. And he just hung around and we were just chatting with him. And then we started taking some shots. And then Perrin started taking shots. And we kind of felt that he liked Perrin more than me, so I stepped out of it, because that's the advantage of having 2 photographers, is that we can actually see who they feel most comfortable with. So I stepped back. And I just got, wow, yeah, this is really nice. This is good fun, isn't it? We need to do this in the real session. And every time I said that, the guy relaxed a little bit more, because for him, that wasn't the real session. But you know in this room, it so bloody was. So we took loads and loads of photographs. And then there was one session, he laughed his head off about something that I'd said that Perrin kind of made a sarcastic remark about. And we got golden, unbelievable, platinum plated shot. And we took it and I showed it, Perrin showed it to me. And we went, that's it. And so he walked up to me and said, oh, what do you think of that? And he said, oh wow, that's actually a really nice shot of me. I've never had a photograph like that taken before. And we went, And he said, so when do I book? And he said, no, that was your photo shoot. This is your shot. And the guy just looked and went, we've only been 20 minutes. And he said, yeah, but you weren't nervous because you didn't know you were doing a shoot. And he said, that is your shot. And he said, you put that on your website and you do a video talking about your business will blow up. And what do you think happened? Would you like to know? Would you like to know? Okay, I'll tell you. Within 8 months of putting that photograph on his business cards, on his social media. So he went on Facebook, never been on Facebook before. He changed his LinkedIn profile, and he also did a little bit of Instagram. He's not so keen on Instagram, a little bit of Instagram, not much. And he just posted about his business, and then he started doing video, and he got a little bit of training off Perrin on how to speak to video and that, just in a very easygoing way, just like talking to a phone, like you were talking to your best friend. And he did that. And he just did it so often, he got used to it because he's quite introverted. So he was very comfortable talking to an empty room, because for him, that was easy, really easy. We didn't try to get him to do something he wasn't comfortable with. And with 8 months, I think, gosh, I'm trying to remember. I think his business went up by about 36%, effortlessly. No marketing spend, no sales, just doing social media, talking about his business with a change in photograph. And do you know what was even more interesting? Is that people wrote to him and said, oh, it's so nice to see who you are. It's so nice to see the face behind the business. I didn't realise you were so friendly and so engaging. You just looked really unfriendly all the time. And I've met you at networking and you just kind of hid away. But you're not like that at all. I'd so love to book a meeting with you. And this is how we're different. You can actually go and get a headshot and get 100 headshots, 50 headshots, blah, 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 blah. Looking nice in Valley Gardens or wherever. Looking nice and sitting with a nice kind of outfit in. But actually people really don't notice that. What they notice is whether they resonate with you, and that is deeply primal and instinctful, and that's what we're looking for. And because we're older, because we've lived, we know what that look is, and that's what we'll get for you. And that's what you do. You make it up. It can be any story about any of your clients, but you can build it into something that's far more compelling, just by putting energy into it and making it into a story. You know, we start off with the problem, remember? And then we hook the audience in, take them right on the journey, all the problems we experienced. And then the outcome, the big at the end that people go, wow, that's amazing. You know, and that's the sales figures, because at the end of the day, it's about sales. Or it is about getting the branding, or it's about getting out there, whatever the objective is. This is it. And this is what I want you to do. You've got until we book our next meeting, don't know when that will be, we'll have to chat, to get that perfect. So you feel so confident and you love it. It's not about going, oh my God, it's you love it. You love talking about your business because you believe, not me, not anyone else, you believe you're the best, which you are. I think you are. All right, that's it for today. Bye for now.